Devin Singletary. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs.
Complete.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Gain on the play.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep doing it. We're doing pretty well.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Devin Singletary.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Complete to number
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
13-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Allen going to throw. That is going to be incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
Here we go with Kamara. And some room to run now. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Going with a screen for Murray. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball securely eluded. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 30 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cole Alexander. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray. And right side, they're going to go option here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will make it into the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
To Jared Cook.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Kamara on the handoff.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Brees going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So Brees is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
4th down.
From the gun, it's Brees. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They fake the give. Here's Brees. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Gain of 33.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And the Bills
to the air. Allen.
So this game is decided.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's second down.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 33 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Breeze now on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nelson's still stopping. He's down inside the 5 with the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Breeze. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First down.
Allen now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Yards to go.
Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first down, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.